it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. Today is episode 10 in our series on how to train for Deka if you don't have the equipment. And today is all about zone 10, the ram burpee without the ram. So you know the drill by now. We won't be talking any strategy in this video. Today we're talking about strength and cardio that you need for the burpee. If you're looking for strategy, I have a video right here for you. But just a little disclaimer, this is the old rules in 2023. So if you need the new rules for the burpee as of 2024 January, then check out this video for the rule update. But diving right into strength. The easiest, quickest swap you can do for a ram when it comes to the burpee is just using dumbbells, a barbell, even a small child or pet, whatever you have on hand, you can use to help swap and train into that burpee. And this is one of the easiest swaps because the burpee is 50% body weight because the whole horizontal portion of the burpee is all body weight with the push-up. On the vertical portion, when you're bringing the weight overhead, that's when you'll need to swap something out, which is why we can easily choose something different aside from a ram. If you choose to use dumbbells for this, I recommend keeping your hands on the dumbbells for the push-up portion too, because that will help you train into holding onto that ram while you're down into that push-up position. And you won't get the same grip feeling that you will on the ram if you're using a barbell or a pet, but you can still train into that a little bit with the dumbbells. And if you arrive early before your event, you can always try out the rams at the affiliate gym or event center before you actually run your Deka race. So that's one little benefit of being able to try the equipment out beforehand if you've never seen a ram before. And second up here is doing some squat thrusters. That's gonna help you build that vertical push drive to get the dumbbells or ram overhead during the burpee. And the next one up here is a kettlebell clean. I absolutely love these for vertical drive. You have to do these single arm because they're on kettlebells, but at the same time, it helps you practice and understand that vertical pull from the floor to help you get the kettlebell or weight up past the shoulders. And eventually these can transition into a kettlebell snatch as well. I tend to get a little bit slappy on the forearms with my kettlebell snatch, so apologies if that does not look 100% on the form. I'm still working on mine. And still on the kettlebell here, the next one is for hip drive. This is a kettlebell swing. And you might be thinking in a burpee, why is hip extension important here? That's because from the bottom position of the burpee, once you've jumped your feet in, then having that powerful hip extension is going to help us drive the weight and help that vertical drive, getting it all the way up overhead. So when you pair that upper body vertical pull with the hip extension and that drive from the thruster, you're gonna have a very explosive ram to overhead throughout that burpee. And of course, when it comes to burpees, you can't neglect your push-ups either. And the good news is Deka doesn't require you to do full toe push-ups. They only require full hip extension throughout your plank. So that means you can find kneeling push-ups. And really, those are more efficient in the long run anyway. But when you are training for strength, we want to make sure that those positions are as strong as possible. So practicing full toe push-ups when you're not doing specific burpee movements is going to help you a lot in the long run. So those are some ways we can train into strength. Let's look at cardio. This is the last Deka zone, and it is going to be the hardest for your cardio. It's only 20 reps, but it's also 20 reps, if you know what I mean. So if you've never done a full Deka race or a Deka run through before, these might surprise you because they are so mentally and physically tough because they're right there at the end, and this is more of a mental toughness challenge than it is a workout at this point. So learning to find that mental grit to get through these 20 reps is going to be so important. That's why in the cardio department, this is my #1 tip to use these as a finisher in a normal workout. So if you've gotten done with your Metcons for the day, or if you've gotten done in the weight room for the day, then using these 20 burpees or going above and beyond a little bit to 25 or 30 burpees as a finisher for your workout is going to be super helpful for you to find that mental grit and determination to get through these when it comes to the Deka event. So nothing will quite prepare you for zone 10 in a Deka event when you're under that type of physical and mental fatigue, but at the same time, we can still prep for that a little bit by using these as a finisher in our workouts. And of course, sticking weighted or body weight burpees into your Metcons is gonna be another great way to train cardio for these. Or one of my favorite ways to train the cardio and the efficiency portion of the burpee. I told you we weren't gonna be talking about efficiency, but here we are. It's a plank jump back. These are gonna be really great for the cardio piece and for the efficiency piece because as you're coming from that low squat position to the horizontal, you're gonna have to move your feet quickly and get used to jumping in and out with the feet. Or even if you're doing the stepping version, you're gonna have to get more efficient and used to stepping backwards and forwards into the squat again. So those are just a few of my favorite ways to train the burpee. If you have any of your favorite ways, go ahead and drop those down in the comments below. And if you like Deka tips like these, you will love my Fit Tips emails. I send them out weekly, and they're about all things hybrid training, whether that's training, recovery, or even race day prep. Check out the description below for the link to subscribe so you can get those emails. And that wraps up our series on how to train for Deka if you don't have the equipment. So if you have any ideas for our next series or future videos you want me to do, go ahead and drop those down in the comments, because this channel is all about you guys. It's all about how to help you guys train for your events and for Deka or High Rocks, whatever is coming up in your future. So I want to know what you guys want out of these videos. So drop those down in the comments and I will check those out. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Stay healthy. Bye.